Hello, everybody. Happy Wednesday night. How's everybody doing? Let's see who's here. Catherine's here. Mrs. G's here. Allison's here. RC's here. Hey, welcome in, everybody. How are you all doing this fine Wednesday? It's been a busy day. So, hi, Miss M. So, glad y'all are all here. I was busy today. So, anyway, I'm breaking up. Maybe that helps. I had my earbud laying there. So, it's hot. All right, let's see. Okay. My good Miss M. Mrs. G said, Catherine, that's awesome. I'll swing by and watch it later. What did Catherine say? Hi, Mike. There's Carol Ann. How are you, Carol Ann? All right, what did Catherine say? Oh, she managed to get a video out. I saw that. I haven't watched it yet either, Mrs. G. So I was busy today. Really busy. And so you're doing great, Carol Ann. That's fabulous. I am too. Everyone's saying hello to everyone else. And so it's middle of the week. Got half the week done. And I'm looking forward to this weekend. I'm going to my school reunion, but I'm also going to my brother's house, and they have a ranch house and a pool in the backyard, and we're pulling our RV down there. We always usually, first time we take it out, we go to their house. They have a pad to park it on, and my husband and my brother kind of troubleshoot the thing. So my brother and his wife have had an RV for years, so my brother's kind of pretty knowledgeable about the RV. So I'm going camping, Mike, at the ranch house. World Cup's getting crazy. I'm not even keeping up with that stuff, RC. I have not a clue what's going on. So, a lot of people are watching it. And I see a lot of people talk about it. So, and then 4th of July is coming up, and it's a milestone year. So, Rhonda, going camping. Yeah, and I have an RV, so I don't need no pecan. It has a bathroom in it. Mrs. G. I'm going glamping because it's a nice RV. And I thought I might have to go live out by the swimming pool. How does that sound? Allison was live a while ago out in her backyard by her swimming pool, but you couldn't see the swimming pool. But I'm going to do it to where you can see the swimming pool. So RC's updating us on the World Cup. But England, France, and Argentina won their first matches. Yay. Hi, Joshua. Long time no see. Glad you're popping in. Do it, Rhonda. I'm going to. I can't Friday morning, so maybe early Friday afternoon or, I don't need a pecan, Mrs. G. I have a whole bathroom with a shower and a potty and a sink, and it just goes with me, along with a king size bed. and an air conditioner and all of those really cool things that you don't think about when you go camping. I've tent camped for years. We've only had this RV 3 years. So yeah, you have fiber internet now, Joshua. Is it fast? Miss M said, I'm going to go. I'm in pain at the moment. I might be back, Rhonda. All right. Yeah, that gallbladder stuff's no joke. I had mine taken out years ago. Man, those attacks, it was like, I don't care what they got to do. This has got to stop. So, anyway, Catherine said, I would be a glamper too. I've never tent camped. I've always tent camped. I love tent camping. But it just got to be so much work to put camp up and tear it down. Mrs. G said, you ain't camping. You're just taking a trip to a park. I am. And I have no qualms about admitting that I'm spoiled now because, you get to a certain age and setting up a tent, sleeping on a blow up bed. I still take my cook shack, but I don't take my chuck box. I had a chuck box and you know, my kitchen camp, and I had a stand for my stove and the whole bit. And we still take some of that stuff because I like putting a big canopy over the picnic table, and I like to eat outside and all that sort of stuff. So, and then I don't use my Coleman cooker like Mike's got. I got one like that because I have a stove on the outside of my RV. So I can cook on that outside if I want to. I have fiber internet. Yes, I do. It's nice. It's very nice, Joshua. I like it. It's pretty reliable. So, of course, I have all Apple products. So if I don't have internet to my desktop here, I can hotspot it off my phone, which makes it nice. I can do that with my laptop, my desktop, and everything. My husband and I are going. Okay, Miss G asked, "Good for you. I don't blame you one bit. You did say you are. Who are you are going with?" My husband and I are going to our hometown, my hometown, and we're staying at my brother and sister-in-law's, and they have a ranch that's out in the country. And they redid that ranch house years ago, and they put a pool in the backyard. And they also have full hookup for an RV. So we just back that baby in right next to the fence pool, and the gate's right there. You leave the RV, walk down the little path, and right into the gate where the swimming pool is. So it's like ranch resort is what I call it. So Joshua said we switched to AT&T, Mrs. G. So, but yeah, and then we're going Friday morning. Try to get down there, and yes, my hubby, Mrs. G's been home for 3 weeks, and he's like a different man. I am so grateful. That's what this is about tonight. Is I am so grateful. God is in the job of still doing miracles. It's a miracle. That's what it is. And I'm in a lot of gratitude, a lot of gratitude. So, and, he's kind of got acclimated, and he goes back to work next week. So it'll be good. Good, good, good. Mrs. G saying hello to Joshua. So I was laughing at you and little J, Mrs. G. I'll tell you what, y'all are hilarious, the SBDs. Yeah, honestly. So Mrs. G's agreeing with me. Amen, Rhonda. Isn't it the truth? Call those things which cannot be seen into being seen. I can't ever get that saying, Mrs. G, but I know what it means. And, Just um, to add the component of gratitude. Little J is the one. Oh, now, Mrs. G, are you putting that off on your son? The two of you together are both a little above sassy. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yep. Yep. You can blame it on him if you want, but and I noticed on my lunch break that you just gotten off going live or something. I noticed today have a 30-minute lunch break. I don't know. Does she? Josh was asking Mrs. G. She has AT&T fiber. Never me. It's always him. Mm-hmm. Child. Child. Don't get me lying. No, 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 no lying. Child. Honestly. Honestly. You got to be honest. Tracy I with an I. Did I catch you live and can be seen? I can see you because you know what I did, Tracy? I made sure it says live chat just in case you popped in. How's that? Can everybody see Tracy? Here, I'll see if this works, Tracy. Now, write some more. I made you a moderator. Can everybody see Tracy with an IE? Wild and free. I love you too, Tracy. I loved your video. I watched it when I got home when I was eating. So, yeah. I used to wear, well, I can see far off. These just have their transitionals, and I didn't like taking readers on and off. So, they don't have any script in the top part. So, they would give me um, contacts, and I would just wear the one for close up. And that's, that adjustment and stuff. Now, when I had my cataract surgery on my eyes, he said, I can put a lens in to where you won't have to wear glasses. And I don't want to do that because that adjusting and stuff. So I didn't. Okay. Everyone's saying hi to you, Tracy. They must can see you. You're making me laugh. I'm getting progression. Catherine said, Mrs. G told Catherine, don't listen to Rhonda. I'm innocent. All right. God knows, Mrs. G, you can fool some of the people all the time, and you can fool all of the people some of the time, but you can't fool all the people all the time. Mrs. G said they don't have it here yet, Josh. So Catherine said, Mrs. G, I will reserve judgment for now. Joshua said, I was telling Rhonda we got AT&T, I can't even say it, AT&T fiber. Now, Tracy. Hello, Mrs. G and Catherine. Mike said, I lost my glasses at the lake, so I can no longer see up close unless I take my glasses off and have my phone 2 inches from my face. Make your stuff bigger on your phone, Mike. That's an old lady trick. Tracy said, and Josh, Mrs. G, Rhonda, don't put God in this. Well, I'm bringing him into this. I'm bringing God in, Mrs. G. Child, you better get ready for it. Better get ready for it. That's all there is to it. Catherine said, Mike, oh no, better get new ones. Do you not have vision insurance, Mike? It sure helps. They're still expensive, even with vision insurance. Oh, Joshua says, I can't believe how fast the internet is, Tracy. I know. We got that fiber. I think it's Vexus. Man, it was like, whoa, this is the dope, as they would say. Mike said, no, I don't have any insurance construction workers. There's Kristen. Kristen's here. Mrs. G, Mike, your glasses were so expensive too. I sure you hate you lost your glasses. Yeah. Yep. Kristen saying hello to everyone. Everyone's saying hello to Kristen. Mike said, I spent $800 on that last pair, but at least I have my backup ones. Yeah, but they're not the same. I've had to use, when I like these frames, so I just had new lens put in them last year, and they send them off, so I had to drag out some old glasses. It's just not the same, not the same. Anyway, but I just and I've had these glasses about 5 years, and I keep thinking, and I run out of contacts. I used to wear contacts only on the motorcycle. And if I was driving a long way and I wanted to wear sunglasses, then I'd put my one contact in. And so yeah, I ran out of contacts. I thought I could just order some new ones, but I just haven't done it because I'm not riding the bike. I don't plan on riding a bike. And that's when I used it the most because, I could wear my glasses that kept the wind out of my eyeballs. Catherine said, I wore contacts many years. I just wear my glasses now. Yeah. It is light. Isn't that cool, Joshua, that the optical fiber is light? Mrs. G said, Rhonda and Mike, I need glasses to find my glasses. Isn't that the truth? So, I can see far off and I can see close up, but I can't read stuff. Kristen said, I have to get bifocals. Ha ha, you're getting old enough. You have to have some reader stuff. So Ms. G said, yes, Joshua, it sure is. Tracy said, thank you, Rhonda, for making sure your settings include me until I figure this out. Yeah, and you're a moderator, so I would think that as a moderator, you're going to show up even if you're not, even if I don't have live chat on. And Mike, I just paid a ton for my glasses too. Also, no insurance. They're expensive. And, I think just to have new lens, I didn't buy frames. I had insurance, and I still ended up paying $200. So I can't imagine what they would cost without insurance. So I don't know, Joshua, what it would sound like. So, yeah, Mrs. G said, yes, me too, Rhonda. I can see far off but can't read stuff up close. That's the way I am. So Mike's saying hello to Tracy. Christian, I have insurance and mine are going to be so expensive. They're just expensive. Well, everything seems to be expensive today. So, yeah, I'm on the retirement frugal plan. Frugal. And so God has a way of working things out always. So I'm bringing God back in here, Mrs. G. So Mike said, just so you all know, I'm not ignoring you all. They're cracking down on us on being on our phones or earpods in our ears, so I can no longer join live streams. You mean like multiple live streams? Yeah. Mrs. G said, same, Rhonda, still expensive even with insurance. Kristen said, I'm not retired and I'm on that plan. Yeah, the frugal retirement plan. RC said, unfortunately, I'm feeling fatigue. I'm sorry, RC. Yeah, this heat with the humidity just zaps the energy out of you. It's 94 degrees, but the heat index is 109. And it's supposed to be 110 tomorrow with a chance of a small shower. And every time it showers, it just makes it worse. Josh said, I have never heard of a 2 and a 1 router before, Tracy. Modem and router in one. Yeah. Hi, Red. How are you this evening? Thanks for hopping in. It's a fine Wednesday. So it's real funny, even though oh man, I back-to-back clients today. Uh, it's it and just was real smooth, and I'm not wore out. Like sometimes on Wednesdays, I start this live and I'm just like pooped. And once I get started, I get some energy. Yeah, 100. Well, that's the heat index, Tracy. It's a 94 degrees, but the heat index, that means it feels like it's 110 with the humidity. So, RC's asking Tracy, how's the World Cup in LA? So, do you live in a suburb of LA, Tracy? Joshua said the speed test on the iPad was 700 something down and 300 and something up. Tracy, that is something else. And I don't even know what you're talking about, Joshua. That just over my head. I can read it, but I don't know what you're talking about. So, anyway, Tracy said, I suppose pretty good. I'm busy watching the Dodgers. Yeah, I play baseball. Yeah, yeah. And I don't watch much sports. Some football, NFL football. So Julie Jordan Scott, yay! She says I can see you. Yes, I live about 20 miles outside of LA. Yeah, yeah. So my first husband had a lot of family there in Orange County. So Iran was playing in LA last night. Is that right, RC? Huh? Catherine says Julie Jordan Scott. She can see you, Tracy. I think maybe I gave her a jacket. That could help. So I don't know anything about download speed, but Tracy might. Julie Jordan Scott. I went to high school in Dana Point. Catherine said, Tracy, my husband lived in Fullerton for a while. Tracy said, how did LA do against Iran? I live under a rock. Hi, Julie. Peaceful Red said, lots of jackets. Yes. Um, we a lot of times, I've been doing lives for a while. I give people that come in uh, a jacket so that if they want to connect with somebody they meet here, it's real easy to do that. They just click on their name, it says go to their channel, and then they can check on each other. So it's a real easy, great way to do it. Most of these people I have known for well over a year. I think in here, the one I've known the longest might be Tracy. So, um, and then I met Julie Jordan Scott on Karen's Live. And then some of y'all have been added since then. So, but Tracy, um, and then Pam, and I found out about both of those from Kentucky Life with Debbie, and it was real funny when Debbie, the first week she started her YouTube channel, she sent me a message and asked me a YouTube question, and I messaged her back, a comment, and I told her that um, I didn't really have an answer to her question and gave her a couple of names of other people to watch. But I went over and subscribed to her channel. And she was talking about Tracy. So I checked out Tracy. And then she's talking about Pam. And I checked out Pam. And, that's how we connect, is through other people's lives and channels and all of that. Um, Julie said Dana Point is Southern Orange County. My mom went to Cal State, Fullerton. Tracy said, oh my gosh, Catherine, I grew up in Fullerton. RC, no, New Zealand whooped Iran. Red said, that's cool. RC, the Iranian players are not happy on logistical burdens and the war aftermath. Yeah, Catherine Tracy, he grew up in Berkeley. Fullerton was his last stop before moving to Texas to be with me. We are in Arkansas now. Red said, I hope to have a community someday. Just keep posting, and do some lives, get in other people's lives and make comments and comment on their videos and that sort of thing. I think that's a real good way to grow your community, be in their community to grow your community, because that's what I did. I was surprised. I'd watch videos, but would never comment. So I started commenting because they knew me, and um, they didn't know how. Um, I don't know, Mrs. G, if I met you through Kendi K or Paula, because Kendi K used to kind of be in the Karen community, and so Tracy said, Catherine, we have some stuff in common. My parents have a second home in Arkansas and just got back. They are in Bentonville part of the time and Newport the other. Small world, Catherine. Oh, so I'm going to have to think, Mrs. G. I just know I heard of you and I went to your channel, and the first video of yours that I watched was about not loaning money. I don't know if it's to your friends and family or whatever, but you were just, you know, child. It's childing it up. I don't know. I just absolutely, it was like I subscribed right on the spot. Julie said engaging is super important on all content. It really is. You know, I have before been on someone's video, was reading some of the comments, and somebody's comment, picture, and title of their channel intrigued me. I would go to their channel and end up subscribing. And I have gotten subscribers like that by making comments on the people that I watch. I always make a comment, even if it's just, watching the replay, or, um, just any comment at all, to let them know that you're there. And, I know that the community I have, they make a lot of comments on my videos. And I think it's, almost kind of like what you put out, you get back. I just, I don't know. That's kind of when I began to realize that my community was growing, is when I started being engaged in other people's communities. So, all right. Tracy said, I don't many lives, but when I do, I love it. Many here are new to me. So happy to have caught this. Yes, Tracy, I loved your live. I remember, when you were doing that live every evening, when you were staying at your grandmother's, and it was like, even though it was pretty late here, I would try to catch them. So, Marcy said, for future reference, Debs is Kentucky Life with Debbie. She is Kentucky Life with Debbie. Yes, that's who I'm talking about. Um, so Josh said, I didn't know you could shoot a laser through that fiber optic cable, though. That run it is something that they did. Wow, Mrs. G, Joshua, that's pretty cool. Mrs. G said, LOL, yes, I remember that video. Red said, I do all those things, been on YouTube for many years. Okay. Um, I know that I've been on your channel. You don't show your face a whole lot. Maybe you might consider showing your face. Oh, I don't even know who said it or what. If your face is in your thumbnails, people begin to recognize your face, and it doesn't matter what the content is. If they've watched some of your stuff before and know it's good, they'll watch again because they recognize your face. And I know sometimes people that I normally watch will use a different they won't put their face on their thumbnail, and I never realized that's their video. So,
Good afternoon, ma'am.
hello, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing all right. So Catherine said, Tracy, that's our neighboring city, Bentonville. Okay, I wasn't going to say anything, Catherine. Oh, Tracy said, Catherine just jumped on your channel and subbed. Are you in Rogers by chance? Oh, RC said, I don't like typing out her channel name. Yeah, Mrs. G. He who has friends must first show himself friendly. That's biblical. Sure is. Sure is. Catherine said, Tracy, yes. Tracy with an IE. Joshua, are you chatting with this Tracy, me, or another? Catherine said, thanks, Tracy. Catherine, well, it's okay. Joshua, I'm talking to you, Tracy. I didn't know there were two different names of that. Well, her thing is, Joshua, that she's Tracy with an IE and not a Y. And she may have thought you were talking to someone else. Pamela Bell, Rhonda, you have a beautiful complexion. Thank you so much. Welcome in. Are you new here? So, Catherine said, I sub to you also, Tracy. Oh, Catherine, you'll enjoy watching Tracy's. I love her videos. Mrs. G said, oh, that's the mister getting home. You got to run, Mrs. G. So Pam said, yes, Pamela. Or is it Pamela? No. Is it just Pam? Welcome in. Glad you're here. We have fun on Wednesday nights over here talking about a little bit of everything. And I already talked about gratitude a little bit. That I named this, gratitude because I'm in a lot of gratitude right now. And that's Tracy said, yes, Tracy with an IE. Hello, Joshua. Mrs. G, your favorite. Hi, Pamela. It's pronounced like Amelia with a P in front of it. I thought maybe so. Pamela. Pamelia. Is that it? Pamelia? That's a cool name. It's pronounced like Amelia with a P in front of it. Bye, Miss Red. Thanks for hopping in. Joshua said, sorry I confused you, Tracy, with an IE. Oh, I guess Pamelia knows Mrs. G. Yeah. So see, I know Mrs. G. She knows Mrs. G. And now they're both here on my live stream, which is really pretty cool. So, and yeah, I'm in a lot of gratitude. My husband's back home. He's been home. This is the third week, and he goes back to work next week. And so things are going really well. And like I said, I think God's still in the job of doing miracles, and definitely feel that there has been a miracle in my life. Oh, no, we have a friend staying with us for a few days. Very polite man. He's a friend of my husband's, and he's staying here a few days. And so he just got home. And yeah, we've known him a long time. So almost 20 years. So what's that? 18 years? So yeah. Josh said, we just started using AT&T internet in our apartment now, Tracy, with an IE. Oh, that's funny. Oh. Oh, all right. Familia, I don't know Mrs. G. She said hi, so I said hi back. Okay. Yeah. Do you have a channel? Or do you just like watching people? So, um, yeah. Um, he was very polite. He is very polite. So, You don't have a channel? Well, glad you're here. Glad you're here. So we talk about a lot of different things on my life, sometimes strange things. But yes, and but I'm going to my high school reunion on Saturday, 54-year school reunion. So Tracy said, "That's so rad, Joshua. I have to dip. I'm going to catch the Dodger game. I recorded Motorcycle Man is home from work." All righty, Miss Tracy. Glad you hopped in and joined me for a little while. So it's always great. Yeah, got me live for a little bit. Yes, ma'am. Yep. So, yeah, and my brother and sister-in-law are going to go with us. We all grew up and went to the same high school, and even though he's younger than me, he knows a lot of these people. So he's going with me, him and his wife. Catherine said, "Tracy, have a great evening." Mrs. G said, "Familiar, we are known each other after tonight. Welcome to the fun and shenanigans over here." High school reunion, that will be fun. It is fun. We um, we did the usuals like 10 years, 20 years, 30 years. And on our 50th, we had lost so many classmates, so we decided to do them more often. And so after we did, in 2 years, we did one, and we've gotten where we don't do the banquet and all the stuff. We just go to one of our classmates' house. She has a large house, and she has food catered, and we just pay some, and it's really pretty fun. So it's been 2 years since we did the last one, and we've lost more classmates. You get my age, and that's a part of life, as sad as it is. And I know that uh, next week is the year since one of my best friends died, and just a little like nostalgic thinking about that. And um, so, hello, Swantails. How are you this evening? I'm doing great. Joshua, well, I have a router. I don't have a fiber box. Pamelia, uh, is, I'm still not pronouncing your right. Thank you. Thank you. It's been hard. It was a hard loss. She died of cancer way before she should have. So, wanted. Miss M said, "I wanted to come back. I took some medicine." Swantails saying, "Hi, Emily." Catherine saying hello to Swantails. Everyone saying hello to each other. I don't know, Miss M. I don't remember any medicine that would touch that stuff. So Catherine said, "I'm so sorry, Rhonda." Yes, I've had some fond memories. Um, I don't know. It had been a long time since I'd asked God why, and I certainly did over that one. She was a great lady. I think she was 57 years old. She died of cancer. So, and it was a hard loss. Yeah, yeah. And but that's as sad as it is a part of life. And I inherited her Serenity Prayer picture. It's on my wall. That's when I changed pictures. Her husband gave me a bunch of her stuff. He gave me that. There's the Lord's Prayer over here. I got a book bag full of books, and she had a bunch of self-help books that he gave me that uh, I took them to work and gave them to clients. She had two boundary books, and I gave those to clients. and shared with them. This was my a book from my best friend, and these were donated to me, and I'm passing them on. So anyway, and I got to pay it forward today with a client of encouraging them to become a counselor, just like my counselor did 31 years ago with me. So it has been a cool day, and I'm grateful that I get to do that. I get to pass that on and encourage someone else. Uh, so, yeah, I'm a therapist. Yes, ma'am. Uh, a licensed professional therapist. Yeah, yeah. My channel, I mostly speak from experience with a therapeutic slant to it, kind of like therapeutic coaching, or I don't know. Oh, Miss M, I'm going to be getting some bad weather overnight, tornadoes. Ooh, I live in Tornado Alley. I understand that one. I mean, we haven't, I'm not saying it. We had a big tornado in 1979 here. I lived here. I was hiding in the bottom of my pantry, and the doors were banging, and uh, it was quite something. The pressure you feel, and um, they're scary, scary, scary. I've seen several. Mrs. G said, Pamelia, Rhonda is great at it, so she has a great channel. Thank you, Mrs. G. So she's telling you to be safe, Miss M. Catherine, be safe, Miss M. Standing still with Carol Ann. Awesome, Rhonda. Yeah, it was an awesome thing to, you know, boy, I just knew that it was that moment. You kind of get those God bumps. I call them God bumps. They're goosebumps, but it's spiritually activated, and it was this moment. 31 years later, and I get to do for someone else what my counselor did for me. So, hello, Lori. How are you? Lori said, hello, friends. Just left dinner at my daughter's. Wanted to pop in and tell you I love you, Rhonda. Thank you, Lori. Lori, and I love the Madison. You like my yellow Volkswagen? Yes, I have. I think the Volkswagen is my synchronicity sign, and it's what I use to fine tune my reticular activating system. Now I'm using some big clinical words, Miss Familia. So my husband gave me the yellow one, and then I was cleaning stuff out, and the little green one my older son painted when he was in grade school, and it is a Volkswagen. So, and I see them everywhere. It was a sign that I picked because it was like I don't ever see any beetles anymore. I see them everywhere, and it's so funny. I don't know if y'all know who Senior Insights is, but her video where she went and ate at this special diner, they had all these diecast cars everywhere. I counted, I don't know, 5 or 6 Volkswagens in that video. I'm like, that's one, that's two, three, four. I was just picking them out, because I count them. And it's funny. There's one where I work 2 days a week. We were at one location, and a year ago December we moved to the location we're at now, and there's a salon right across the street from the back part where we park, and one of those hairstylists that works there drives a yellow Volkswagen Beetle. So I see that one all the time. um yeah, the Madison, and the second season will be out soon. So, hi, Evie. Everyone's saying hello to Evie and Lori, and Miss M saying good night. So, Evie said, I saw Cynthia's video. Wasn't that fun? Abby said, I used to have a 1963 Bug. I'm not sure what year the one I had. I was 18 years old, and that was the second vehicle we bought for me to drive. And it was red. It was a red Volkswagen Beetle. Um, Catherine said, I'm behind on Cynthia's vids. Need to go back and catch up. Oh, you want to see the car? Now, what's really cool is Tracy has a Volkswagen Beetle, and I think it's yellow. I want to say it's yellow. Does anyone know? And then this one is a little green. My son painted that. My 48-year-old son painted this when he was in grade school. It's got some paint wore off of it, but it is a Volkswagen Beetle. And then I tell the story about it was last fall. I was at my son's, and my grandson and I had been playing Hot Wheels, and he asked, Can I go? They have a stairs, and at the end of the stairs is a door that goes into the attic, and they store stuff. He said, Can I go get me some new Hot Wheels? And he said, Yes. Pick about 5. He said, and he went upstairs, and my son's telling me that he got so many one year Hot Wheels that he picked some and they put them in a box. They put them up in the attic, and he just every once in a while will go get some new Hot Wheels out of the box. So he comes back and he said, I got one for you, Granny, and he gave me this one. He hands me this. He hands me this, and look, that's how that works to me. It is my God sign that assures me. And then my neighbor, I guess my husband told him that I had to think about Volkswagen stuff. My neighbor gave me this one, and it's a Hot Wheel Volkswagen. It's this little fancy one, got a big old motor on the back of it. But this, and then so I told my son the story about that it's the synchronicity sign that I picked, a Volkswagen Beetle. He looked at me and he said, Do you know how many Hot Wheels are up there in that box? And I said, Don't matter. It doesn't matter. When God has a hand in it, this is how it happens. My son was just blown away with that. And I was just matter of factly, because I have had so much stuff like that happen. I have pictures people send me pictures of Volkswagens. So, anyway, that is the story about my Volkswagens. And I'll have every once in a while, it's over here on this side. Every once in a while, I'll have someone comment in the comments about my yellow Volkswagen. So they're in all my videos. If I'm sitting in here, I do some outside. I've been doing my morning lives outside, and I did a video out there. So you like that story, Pamela? Pamelia. I love that name. It's so cool. So, but that's, that's kind of part of manifesting, but it also, the reticular activating system, if you can fine tune that, it helps you recognize opportunities. And what it is it's like you, just like me, just thinking, okay, when I see a Volkswagen, then I'll know that that's a sign from God that he's taking care of me. He's got this. And it just become a thing. It's been 2 years now, and it yeah, they're everywhere. So what it does is like, say you think, I'd like to get a red car. There's not that many red cars, and then all of a sudden that's all you see is red cars. Or just different things. It could just be um, anything that you think of. And I've listened to some people about manifesting, and they'll do. There's one girl I used to watch. She would do predictions, and she would tell you, "You're gonna start seeing turtles everywhere." I'm like, "Oh yeah, mm-hmm." Or feathers, or just different things. Uh, so I decided I was gonna pick my own, and I picked Volkswagen Beetle. Hi Java, how are you this evening? Hmm. And I know is it CL? CL leave a comment and she'll put a little emoji Volkswagen at the end of it because she knows because I've talked about it before. I talk about it a lot, and so but I just had that really cool thing happen today, and I just have been in a lot of gratitude. You're doing good. Your grandkids were here today, so you're tired but happy. Isn't that the truth? My little grandson wears me out. Um, my bonus granddaughter, she's 20. She don't wear me out no more. I sometimes think I have more energy than she does, but yeah. And I am gonna get some more. My older son's getting married in September, and they talk like they're going to have some couple of kids right away. And I am beyond grateful. I just thought that I was done. And my grandson's 9 years old, and my bonus granddaughter is 20. I can't believe that. So, um, and then going to have some babies. I can't. I don't know. Of course, I never thought my son would get married. He said he would never get married. He's never been married, and he's 48. She's 36. So she's never been married. God is good all the time and all the time. Yep. Okay. What therapy? Swan Tales. What therapy? Therapy to drama. I do all kinds of therapy. I'm a therapist, Swan Tales. I am a licensed professional counselor. So, congratulations to your son. Thank you. Thank you. I'm excited. It's 3 months away. It's from tomorrow, will be 3 months, 19th of September. So, looking forward to that. And, and so, 108 here today. Is anyone else melting in the heat? Oh, wow. Where do you live, Java? It was 94 degrees here today, but the heat index is 109 because the humidity is off the charts. So, um, yellow, I've never heard of that. What's it close to? It's south of here, I'm sure. I live in north central Texas. So, and the temp's been cooler, but with the humidity, it's just, you're in the top of Texas. You in the panhandle? I think that's right. I remember now. Right, top of Texas. So, Texas is huge. Yes, on Route 66, where Cadillac Ranch and the Big Texan are. You betcha. I know exactly what you're talking about. I've ate at the Big Texan before several times, going through there to Colorado. So, yeah, Texas is, you could start at one end and drive to the other, and it, you've been in the car 20 hours. Yup. Well, I've almost been on here for an hour. It's about, I usually try to do at least an hour on Wednesday nights. Um, I'm not been doing lives on Monday and Fridays about 9:15 to 9:30, and this Friday I won't because we will probably be in transit. But I thought I might early afternoon do a live out by the swimming pool at my brother's house. It's so pretty out there. So, um, Catherine said, I enjoyed this, Rhonda. Appreciate your time. Thanks, Catherine. Thanks for joining me. Appreciate all y'all hopping on. Uh, it was great to meet you, Pamelia. So I don't know if I'm pronouncing your name right, but I loved it that you were here. And Java said, have a good night. We have company coming in for the weekend, so I won't be on for Friday's fun. All right. You have a great time with your company. We are going out of town. And so I do. If you go to my channel, it's called Entreaty by Rhonda Hensley. And my email's in either the description of the video or my About channel. Thanks for joining us. But I do have an email. Send me an email. I'd love to chat. So thank you all for joining me tonight, and have a blessed rest of the end of the week. And I love you all. Be you on purpose.